The purpose of this lesson is to teach you how to calculate the discriminant's value. The discriminant is a part of the quadratic formula, and it allows us to predict the number of solutions that a quadratic equation will have, 0, 1, or 2. Here's how you calculate the discriminant. Step 1, you need to make sure the equation is in standard form. This may already be done when you start the problem, or may require some manipulation on your part. Step 2, identify A, B, and C. Once you've identified A, B, and C, you're going to substitute those values into the formula b squared minus 4ac. b squared minus 4ac is the portion of the quadratic formula that we're going to use to calculate the discriminant's value. The fourth step is to simplify after you've substituted those values in. You should arrive at a number. That number is the discriminant's value. Here is the entire quadratic formula. As we look at this formula, it is x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. The red part, b squared minus 4ac, is what we're focused on right now. That's our discriminant. And so we're applying what's called the discriminant test. Let's look at a couple of examples. Let's say I give you 3x squared minus 12x plus 7 equals 0. In this case, step 1 is already done, as this is a quadratic equation in standard form. Our next step is to identify A, B, and C. Our A value is 3. Our B value is negative 12, and our C value is 7. Our next step is to substitute the A value, the B value, and the C value into the discriminant test. Again, we're dealing only with the b squared minus 4ac right now. And so we will take the negative 12 and replace b with that. We will take the 3 and replace a with that. And we will take the 7 and replace c with that. When we make our substitution, this becomes negative 12 squared minus 4 times 3 times 7. Simplification allows us to do the exponent first. That's positive 144 minus whatever 4 times 3 times 7 is. 4 times 3 is 12, and 12 times 7 is 84. When I subtract that, I end up with 60. 60 is the value of the discriminant. We would use that number to make a determination about the number of solutions. You can find out how to do that in the next lesson. I'd like to give you one more example. This example I'm going to use now will look a little bit different. We'll have and start with 4x squared minus 12 equals 2x. In this case, step 1 is not done. We need to arrange this in standard form. And in standard form, it goes ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So this 2x is on the wrong side. We're going to subtract it from both sides. So now we'll have a minus 2x on the left and a 0 on the right. Subtracting 2x from 2x created the 0. Subtracting 2x from this binomial gave us a minus 2x term and now a trinomial. Our next step is to identify a, b, and c. Our a value is 4, our b value is negative 2, and our c value is negative 12. We'll then use the red part here, the discriminant, and test for the value. It's just the b squared minus 4ac part. So in this case, our b squared will be negative 2 squared minus 4 times our a value times our c value. Negative 2 squared is 4 minus 4 times negative 12. Well, order doesn't matter when you multiply, and I'm going to find this a little bit easier to multiply 4 and negative 12 first. That's going to get me negative 48. And negative 48 times 4 is going to get me negative 192. From here, 4 minus 192 is really 4 plus 192, or 196. This is the value of our discriminant. I should put some equal signs here and here, as this line is equal to this line is equal to 196. Again, to find out how to use that value to predict the number of solutions, check out the next lesson.